Welcome in, everybody, to JAKIB Sports. I'm your host, Zander, Krause, founder here on JAKIB Sports. Bad news, everybody. Philadelphia Phillies get eliminated from the 2024 postseason. I'm lifeless. I'm wearing my Eagles hat because it's now time to turn the page to them. But I have a take on this series that I need to get out there. Are we really blaming Rob Thomson for this? This team has been eliminated from postseason now. It's the third straight year they've been eliminated under Rob Thomson. It was the World Series. It was the NLCS last year. This year, it's the NLDS. They go down in 4 games to the Mets. And everybody all over social media is calling for Rob Thomson's job. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this $250 million lineup, and they batted 167 in this series. I'm looking at the ERAs of this bullpen. By the way, the number one bullpen in the MLB coming into the postseason, or so they said. You want to hear the ERAs? Let me pull it up. Let me pull up the ERAs from the bullpen in this series. You're not going to be happy. I mean, it's not on Rob Thomson. You can't manage your way out of this. Jeff Hoffman has a 40.5 ERA this postseason. Matt Strahm has a 36 ERA this postseason. Jose Alvarado has a 27 ERA this postseason. Tanner Banks, a 9, and Jose Ruiz, 6.75 ERA. How do you win with that? I get it. It's easy to criticize Rob Thomson's micro decisions. Why do you leave Hoffman in there after 3 wild pitches? I would have taken him out. I agree. But are we really going to sit here and say Rob Thomson is the Phillies' biggest problems? They have a $250 million lineup that couldn't hit a beach ball. Their bullpen couldn't throw a strike. Their bullpen couldn't do anything. So there's only so many ways to manage out of that. And my problem with it is it's so easy to scapegoat the manager. It's so easy to do because it's, like I said, it's low-hanging fruit. And you're right, Rob Thomson had some questionable decisions out there. But we're going to pin this series loss on him when your bullpen doesn't show up and your $250 million lineup doesn't show up. John Middleton was just saying before the postseason, we have the best bullpen in baseball. Well, I'm sure he watched that series and is disgusted right now. An owner that's dumped everything into this team. I mean, I get it. There's going to be change. In fact, Rob Thomson might get fired. He might get fired tomorrow. This could be the end of Rob Thomson. But for Phillies fans to sit here and say, this is on Rob Thomson is foolish and dumb. It's a players first league. You have Bryce Harper, Castellanos, Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber, all these dudes. None of them showed up. You're not going to win a series in the postseason in the MLB when your bats don't show up and your bullpen can't get somebody out. I mean, they were handing bases out like there was candy on Halloween. I mean, they're walk. And then, by the way, the Lindor Grand Slam, are you kidding me? 3 straight 100-mile-an-hour fastballs. 2 of them are balls. You let Lindor catch up, and then you throw a 99-mile-an-hour meatball at 99 right up Broad Street. That was batting practice for Lindor. He swung that bat. I said, this series is over. It's over. 4-1, and that was the final score. And the Phillies had 2 guys on base there. I thought they had a chance with Schwarber at the plate. He struck out. Edwin Diaz strikes him out. I get it. It sucks as a Phillies fan to watch this team get eliminated again. I understand the frustration. I understand the blame game. I understand Rob could have made better decisions in the micro. But there's only so much you can do. You can't manage your way out of those ERAs. You can't manage your way past a 167 batting average for the $250 million lineup. You can't. This is not on Rob Thomson. Please leave a comment below. I'd like to hear all your Phillies fans' thoughts on this. Obviously, a very disappointing end to the season for the Philadelphia Phillies. Not what we wanted to see, and they have now been eliminated. Bryce Harper, eliminated. Castellanos, eliminated. Schwarber, eliminated. Rob Thomson, eliminated. Dave Dombrowski, eliminated. 2 brutal moves by him, by the way, at the trade deadline for this team. There are so many problems with this team, and to go to Rob Thomson as the top one, I cannot do it. I'm sorry. You're right. He's got some issues. He made some bad decisions in the micro. But this lineup didn't show up. The bullpen didn't show up. By the way, great performances from starting pitcher. Ranger Suarez, what an outing. 4.1 innings, no earned runs. What a gamer for Ranger. Not enough. Bullpen comes in and blows the game again. Now, I will go to the one decision I had a major problem with Rob in this game was leaving Hoffman in there. He had 3 wild pitches, clearly had no control of the ball, couldn't find the strike zone. Leave him in too long, put 3 men on, load the bases up, and then a meatball for Lindor, who's out there at batting practice. I understand that was a bad decision there by Rob. But to blame this whole loss on him is just low-hanging fruit, and it's not the root of the problem. When you have a lineup that bats 167, I'll say it again, and it might be lower after that game 5 or 4. It might be lower. You can't manage that. You can't manage past that. You just can't. So please, everybody, hit the like on this video if you agree. If you don't agree, that's fine. Hit the like button if you're enjoying the content. Subscribe here on JAKIB Sports. We do a lot of Eagles coverage. We're live for about 6 hours plus a day on the channel and have a ton of content. So now everybody's focused on the Eagles. A couple people focused on the Sixers. I will not be focused on the Sixers as I believe they'll get bounced again. Not the right setup until Joel Embiid is gone. But anyway, I digress. All sights turn to the Eagles for me, and we will see what that team can do. Please leave your comments below. I'd like to get into some discussion with you guys in the comments on what you think. I know Phillies Nation is a powerful fan base. We're passionate about this team. I didn't have a chance to go to a game this playoffs. They only had 2 of them at home, obviously, and went 1-1 in those 2. Last year, I made it out to an NLCS game and an NLDS game, which I was lucky to do, but wasn't able to do it this year. Very upsetting, and I understand the frustration with everybody. For everybody in Philly, for this team to go out like that. And the one thing that I think is where Rob Thomson is in trouble, is 22 World Series, 23 NLCS, 24 NLDS, and you're eliminated. So you go backwards in each year. Now, like I said, I'm not blaming Rob. I'm sorry. I get it. He made some bad decisions. But if the bats show up, we're not having this conversation. If the bullpen can get somebody out, we're not having this conversation. The number 1 bullpen in baseball, everybody. That's what I was told coming into the playoffs. And they didn't show up. They didn't show up. And there's only so much you can do when the bullpen doesn't show up. Let me pull up this graphic for you guys to see, how putrid this has been. Because it's not good. It's not good. Let me pull this up here to see the number 1 bullpen in baseball, which completely did not show up. I'll pull it up for you right now. I just had to load it up. Look at that. Look at that, everybody. The Phillies, the number 1 bullpen in baseball, according to MLB.com. Yeah, that worked out well for everybody. Yep, they showed up. What do you want Rob to do? How do you want Rob to manage out of that? Seriously. What do you want Rob to do? Hit me with it in the comments below. I'm open to talk. I'm open to discussion on everything. Appreciate you all being here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button here on JAKIB Sports. Appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. Catch you next time on JAKIB.